Hello, fellow mutants.
Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to talk about some more Ninja Turtle stuff. And I don't know if this is like news or like a rumor, but I wanted to like address this. Because I think it's very important to address. And that is, if I can give it, there you go. Will the live-action Ninja Turtle reboot be all female? Now, I did make a video discussing like some, like all the way in January, some like Ninja Turtle updates, and one of them was a mysterious, like live-action movie that's said to come out. I don't know when, um. And whenever I get like more information about this live action movie, I will keep you guys updated. But all female Ninja Turtles, I'm hoping, I am genuinely hoping they're not going to like gender bend Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, or Michelangelo. Or even in case, like, even Master Splinter, like, what? What? Like, seriously, why? Like, why? Just why? Like, I might be overreacting, but, like, why? Because that has worked so well with the 2016 Ghostbusters. That's been working so well with the Ninja Turtle, with Star Wars, with having to, like, push female power to like the next level, which nobody on Earth has an issue with female power, but they do have an issue when you're like pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, where you're like over pushing it, where like, yes, we get it, female power, but whatever happened to male power too? Like, I don't want the Ninja Turtles to be following the footsteps of the current direction Star Wars is going. I don't want Ninja Turtles to follow the footsteps of the 2016 Ghostbusters. Because, for the most part, current Star Wars with their female-led everything, and Star Wars isn't as great as it once was. To be honest, it's not. And it's not really to do with female empowerment per se, it's just the people behind there trying to like create scenarios where it shouldn't belong. Create issues where they don't belong. But that isn't any issues in Ghostbusters. Like, what the fuck? Like, that movie was set up to fail. The 2016 Ghostbusters was set up to fail. Seriously. I'm gonna try my best to get through this without like cursing up a storm. So let's go. Let's go. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise has endured for nearly 40 years, since it first emerged from the source in 1984 with the gritty Mirage comics. It has been reimagined to the form of several cartoons, 5 live-action films, and lots more. And while the last 2 reboots, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Out of the Shadows, failed to impress the box office, that didn't stop Paramount Pictures from announcing several upcoming Ninja Turtles projects last year. One of them is rumored to be an open world game, which will be the first for the franchise. Well, the next theatrical movie will be a CG animation reboot of the producer Seth Rogen, titled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem. When was this announced? January 27th. Oh, this was last year. But this is still somewhat new, like relevant. It came out, so I guess I'm gonna pretend they mean like the sequel for argument's sake. Um, there was also a number of TMNT films focused projects in development, which will be released on Paramount Plus. However, this also yet another live action reboot in the works, which is expected be the next to be the start of the new continuation, sorry, and not a follow up of the 2016 film. With next to nothing is known about the upcoming reboot, though it has been confirmed by Saturday Night Live writers and brothers Casey Jost and Colin Jost are rewriting a script previously penned by Andrew Dodge, while Michael Bay is back on board as producer. Whether or not the film will retread the same territory as previous installments, the tiresome Shredder vs. Turtles format remains to be seen, but it's entirely possible that will offer more refreshing interpretation of everyone's favorite half-shelled heroes. Until we learn more, we can't rule out an all-female ensemble or at least one or two female Ninja Turtles. After all, Hollywood is no stranger to gender swap reboots, while Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles itself is no stranger to such characters. The live-action Ninja Turtles Next Mutations, which came out in 1997, featured a character, Venus D. Milo, performed by Nicole Parker and Leslie Sponsorberg, and voiced by Lelena Lindbergh, who fought alongside the popular Ninja Turtles Leonardo Raphael, Michelangelo Donatello. If they bring in Venus de Malo, I don't think I'll have a problem. Because the next mutation first over sucked. I'm sorry, it sucked. And I know they brought it back relatively recently, and that first offer, from what I've heard, is much better than the next mutation version. If they make a Ninja Turtle film that also has Venus de Malo into the mix, I wouldn't mind. I will actually welcome it because I would love to see Venus de Malo actually getting a proper entry on the screen, whether it's big or small screen, where she is portrayed in a way better light than the next mutation turtles. Because there was a really lot of potential with her. Sorry. So I would say that I wouldn't be opposed for a Ninja Turtle film that has Venus in it. Venus de Malo was hardly well received by fans, but the same goes for the show as a whole, as it takes cheese to the next level. That's an understatement. But that didn't stop TMNT from creating another female character in the IDW long-running Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like Venus de Malo, Jenica is a former human. Unlike Venus de Malo, Jenica is a former human who became a turtle after she was saved by an emergency transfusion by mutagen or ooze, as is more commonly known, from Leonardo. TMNT fans have been far more welcoming to Jenica, though she has yet to appear in live action. Yeah, Jenica is I heard she has a yellow bandana, where Venus de Malo has a light blue bandana. Venus de Malo was a mystical turtle, where Jenica was a turtle, as they say, was human because of blood transfusion she got from Leonardo. Got transferred into a turtle. I doubt they meant to do that. Like the Leonardo when he did the transfusion, and she has a yellow mask and she has claws as her weapons. She's pretty much like a female version of Wolverine, but a turtle amongst the Ninja Turtles. And first, she's pretty good. She's pretty cool. It's possible, though, that these characters could appear in the upcoming live-action reboot, or perhaps even a new set of female Ninja Turtles entirely. Is it time for the new Ninja Turtles to take over? Well, Leo, Raph, Mikey, and Donnie have enjoyed a countless appearance over the decades. While many fans who likely go into shell shock over such an idea, especially considering how disastrous the all-female 2016 Ghostbusters reboot was, and it's highly timed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles did something different, especially with so many reboots in development. I don't like how they make a reference to 2016. Yes, that's where I'm coming from. Like, you see how the 2016 Ghostbusters was received. You really want to go through that with the Ninja Turtles? I love the Ninja Turtles. Oh, if you want to make do something new, sure, make a Ninja Turtle film. Have Jenica come in, showcase her origins. Have the Turtles already be somewhat established already. Have Jenica come in, in the universe. I mean, have Jenica come in, do the blood transfusion, and then together fight the whatever big bad of the movie, or even Venus de Milo. Same thing. Turtles already somewhat established in said universe. Bringing Venus de Milo, whatever the threat is, the 5 turtles and potentially Splinter goes in and beats the villain of the movie. Here's another idea where they don't have to do all female cast. That's I'm open to them also bringing Venus and Jonica. I'm open to it. But if they want to also do something different, something new to spice up the movies a little bit more, Last Ronin. The Last Ronin is such a good comic series. I've done reviews on it. I'm not gonna go into spoilers here, but um essentially just have what's it have a live action movie based off of that. Be as faithful as to the comics as possible. Of course, switching a few things up here and there. Not too much, just a tad bit. So if you guys want to change things up, only a little bit, preferably not at all, because Last Ronin was great. And boom, there we go. Last Ronin movie. There we go. And if you guys want to continue the Last Ronin series, then maybe when I say a little bit, maybe if you guys want to do have some flashbacks to the lost years and how Micah the Last Ronin having flashbacks to some of the things he went through towards the end of his life, when he dies. Spoiler: he does die in the end. Have flashbacks to the flashbacks we saw in the original Last Ronin comic, as well as the lost years, right? I did so much. I finally did it. I hope I made you guys proud. Type deal, right? And if you guys will still continue with the Last Ronin, do the sequel. By then, the sequel would have been done and completed for at least a year, maybe 2, a few years at least. So there are multiple avenues they can take if they want to go on a fresh new take on the Turtles in terms of movies, without having to go follow essentially the Ghostbusters 2016 route. Because if they did, I'll be amongst the first to bitch and complain about it online, and I'll be sure I will see it for the channel, even though I wouldn't have high hopes of it. But I will rant my ass off if that film was dog shit. I would. You can call me sexist all you want. I don't give a fuck. But on all theme gender bending the Turtles, no thank you. No thank you. That'd be dumb. And it'd be why? Why would you want to gender bend the Turtles? Seriously. Especially when the new generation of the Ninja Turtles in the Last Ronin universe, there are 2 boys, 2 girls. So if you want more female representation than Ninja Turtles, there you go. Do it about the Last Ronin sequels, the new generation of the Ninja Turtles. Or even like I said, make an Ninja Turtle film where the Turtles are already established. Bring Phoenix or Canada or both. And write them well. And there you go. There's your whole female representation type deal. They exist. They use them. You can use them. What, April O'Neil and Karai ain't good enough for U.S. female representation? Like, seriously. Alright. I am hoping, genuinely hoping, that this article, like, doesn't convince anyone in Hollywood to make an all-female Ninja Turtle. I love the Ninja Turtles. I've been a lifelong Ninja Turtle fan. I want Ninja Turtles to succeed. And I already said that I already made it clear that I dislike Next Mutation as a show, and Mutant Mayhem is a good kids film, but in Ninja Turtle film. The Turtles deserve more respect than to gender bend the Turtles and make it into a movie or so. The Turtles deserve some more respect than that, in my humble opinion. With that said, let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section down below. Love you all. And I'm frozen. All right, there you go. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you, fellow mutants, later.